Hey, what is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantom. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful, wonderful week so far. I'm super stoked to talk to you guys tonight, or actually this afternoon, I guess, when I release this video. But we're going to be talking about Eevee Heroes, which is the new set that releases this Friday in Japan. I believe it's starting to leak right now, all the secret rares, all the alternate arts. It looks so fabulous. We're going to talk about some of the cards that are already leaked. It's a little late right now when I'm recording this, so I'm only going over a good chunk of those. You can head on over to Pokebeach or PokeGuardian when you're seeing this video if you want to see all of the secret rares and all of the alternate arts that got released. This is coming out, like I said, this Friday in Japan. We still do not know when it is going to come out exactly in the US, in English form. There's a lot of different ideas about when this is going to come. A lot of people think that it's going to be a part of our Evolving Skies set, which comes out in August. Now remember, we are a little bit behind right now when it comes to typical set releases because we had Shining Fates come out in like February, I think it was, and that pushed Battle Styles back about a month because we had a special set kind of sandwiched in between some main sets. So because of that, they pushed Battle Styles back a little bit when it was originally supposed to be released in like March. So that pushed Chilling Reign back, and we haven't even, I mean, Chilling Reign isn't even out yet, right? We still have a few weeks left until Chilling Reign comes out, and we're already talking about Eevee Heroes, but this is going to be such a big set, and there's a lot of excitement around it. I'm super stoked for it, so I just really wanted to record a video and talk about it, but because of that, that pushes Evolving Skies up a little bit into August, which is a normal time for a set release, a main set release, but only gives about 2 months between Chilling Reign and Evolving Skies. So hopefully Pokemon has been doing their due diligence and working like crazy. Hopefully when we've been talking about all these extra printers that they're outsourcing and all these extra print runs that they're doing, they're really just printing the heck out of Chilling Reign for like a second wave and a third wave, and really just printing the heck out of Evolving Skies, assuming that's going to be the set that Eevee Heroes is released in. There's also some speculation that it could be our special set. I don't believe that it will be the special set that comes out in October for that 25th anniversary, because it is already coming out in Japan, and that would kind of throw off all of the ideas behind a special set being, you know, released in only ETB form, which is what this 25th anniversary set is. It's only collection boxes and an ETB. There's already booster boxes that are being released in Japan for Eevee Heroes, so I don't think it'll be our special set. I also don't expect it to be pushed back to November for our English set. I know there's cards missing from Chilling Reign, but I do expect a lot of this stuff to be coming out in Evolving Skies. I know Evolving Skies, the logo is really similar to what we saw with Roaring Skies, so a lot of people are thinking, well, Rayquaza is coming out in Roaring Skies for sure. There's no way that they're going to put a staple like Rayquaza and staples like Eevee in the same set. I disagree. I do think that's more than possible, so I expect it to come out in Evolving Skies, but I guess we will see. We'll wait and see. Let me know in the comment section down below when you expect this set to release. Also, let me know what cards you are most excited about for this set. It's going to be so awesome, but I really just wanted to shoot a quick video while I could and go over the set a little bit from a competitive standpoint, talk about a few cards that I'm excited about, and then go into the secret rare and alternate rare, so at least you can get an idea of what's all coming out in August. So I'm going to flip on over to Pokebeach, which I have pulled up right now. Pokebeach is where I get a lot of information from. It's a great resource if you haven't gone on there already. There's competitive articles, deck building ideas, there's a forum, there's a lot of different things that you can look at. Same thing with PokeGuardian. It's a really, really good forum that you can go over to kind of get news, especially news coming from Japan. They stay up late. John is the guy who runs Pokebeach. He does a fantastic job of keeping things up to the minute. So all of that information is located in one area for you. If you're somebody like me who just really, really loves to see what's going on in the world of Pokemon, it's a really great resource to use. So we're going to kind of go over Eevee Heroes right here. I'm just going to read basically what this says. So all 69 regular cards from Japan's Eevee Heroes have just been revealed. This set will release in Japan next Friday, which is actually this upcoming Friday. The secret rare should be revealed by Tuesday night, which is when we're recording this right now. We could see special art versions of all the evolutions except Espeon, who is getting one in a separate product. A while ago we revealed the set's gold Pokemon will be Inteleon. In terms of when we'll get Eevee Heroes in English, the cards from the set will either become part of August's Evolving Skies set or our unnamed November set, or fall special 25th anniversary set. We don't know at this time. But I do want to go over just some kind of cool things. I do really like these artworks right here with the Smeargle, Meowth, Eldegoss, and Mawile, because it's kind of telling a story throughout everything. I really like stories in the artwork. Something like Generations, that whole Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard line was super, super cool. From a competitive standpoint, there's not a whole lot in Eevee Heroes that I'm overly excited about. Battle Styles, I think, brought a lot more to the competitive game, but usually in the August set, sets, there's not a ton of stuff that comes out, because a lot of times August sets feature cards that are right at the end of a rotation, so right before like a Worlds tournament would happen. So very rarely are competitive players going and kind of diving deep into the new set from a competitive angle, because they already have their minds made up on what they're going to be playing at Worlds. They already have text figured out, so a lot of times there's not a ton of stuff that's going to come out. Like Steam Siege, for example, featured a Volcanion. Yanmega is the only one that I think, Yanmega Prime, that really only, or not Yanmega Prime, Yanmega Break is the only card I think that comes to mind in August that kind of released that actually ended up going on and winning a Worlds tournament, and that was in the senior division. But other than that, I don't think that there's a whole lot of, wow, this looks amazing in competitive format. There are a couple cards that I really want to highlight that I think are going to be really good. So I'm going to scroll down to the items here. The item that I'm most excited about is this Vigor Shake. So it kind of looks like a water bottle, I guess you could call it, but it says when you use this card, your turn ends. So automatically it's like, oh no, my turn ends from an item. But the alternative, what happens is you search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. You can use this card during your first turn or on a Pokemon that was put into play this turn. This doesn't count for your supporter, so that's really cool. You can take a card, basically put it down right away, and then evolve it using this item card. Just know that you do it at the end of your turn when your turn's basically going to end already. Doing this on turn 1 of a match is a super huge advantage in the game. Really starts bringing evolution Pokemon back, which I think is super cool. I think that this is going to see a lot of play. It's a lot different than Rare Candy, so I don't think it's going to replace Rare Candy. I think some people will either use Rare Candy, or they'll use this, or they'll use a smaller line of this if they're using Rare Candies already, because you're not able to skip an evolution, but it's still a really cool card. Other than that, as far as the items go, I'm not overly excited about a whole lot of them. They are very specific to the specific type of evolutions. So there's some here that, like Elemental Badge, is only effective on Vaporeon, Jolteon, or Flareon V. Snowleaf Badge is only good on Glaceon or Leafeon V. And then Moon and Sun Badge is only good on Espeon and Umbreon V. And then you have Ribbon Badge, which is only for Sylveon, which rip fairy type, right? Okay, moving on, we have a Roma Lady, which is a supporter card. Not overly excited about this. It could see some play down the line. You draw 2 cards, then your active Pokemon recovers from all special conditions. So if special conditions really make a comeback into competitive play, you might see some of this used. Probably not. One card that I am kind of excited about is the Trainer Stadium Fashion Mall. Once during each player's turn, that player may choose a Pokemon tool card attached to one of their Pokemon in play and return it to their hand. This stadium stays in play when you play it, discard it if another stadium comes in play. So this may be cool if in Expanded. Expanded is just so wide open, especially when you're pulling from cards all the way from black and white on. There's just so much to pull from. That is really where it kind of gives an advantage to the players who have played for a long time, because they know all these different tech cards that are in existence already from black and white. So it really gives them an advantage. Fashion Mall isn't something that I think is going to come in and make an immediate impact, but it's definitely one of those cards that I think, okay, in the future, this could see some play moving forward. Kind of like when Custom Catcher first came out, nobody played it. And then after rotation happened and things happened in the format, then Custom Catcher became this big staple in every deck and became a very popular card. So I think Fashion Mall has that potential. While it may be unlikely, it does still have potential. When it comes to the actual evolutions themselves, there's not a whole lot that I'm overly excited about as far as competitive play goes. I think Umbreon, I gotta scroll all the way to the bottom, hold on a second. I think Umbreon VMAX stands out as the best card of the bunch, if I can find it here. So, first of all, Umbreon VMAX. Umbreon is probably my favorite evolution. Honestly, my favorite one changes all the time. At one point it was Jolteon, at one point it was Glaceon. Umbreon is probably my current favorite evolution, and I'll show you again why in a few minutes here. But Umbreon VMAX Dark Signal is just an awesome ability. We've seen it before. Once during your turn, when you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. This was a huge thing with Lycanroc GX in the last format with Bloodthirsty Eyes, and then before that I think Ninetales had a very similar ability where you were able to kind of put this down and you were able to bring up a Pokemon from your opponent's bench and then attack it, KO it, which is super cool. And then for 2 colorless and a Fire Energy, it does max arc for 160 damage, or a Dark Energy, sorry. It does max arc for 160 damage, so not bad. And then other than that, Sylveon VMAX I think is very, very situational, and again has potential. It's one of those cards that has potential for future use. It's not loading up here for me, but oh, there it is. So I mean, it's a cool art card. It's sad that it's psychic, not fairy, but its ability is its first attack for a psychic energy is Cherish Touch. Attach an energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon, then heal 120 damage from that Pokemon. So good healing ability. And then for 3 colorless energy, it does Max Harmony for 70 plus damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each type of Pokemon on your bench. So more than likely you're not going to have 5 different typings on your bench because it's very, very difficult to build a deck that way. It's happened in the past with decks like Rainbow Road where you have a bunch of different types on your bench, but it doesn't happen too much right now in the current meta. But that doesn't mean that there's not going to be the possibility of that happening down the road, especially if we see something like dual types making a comeback or something like that. When you had dual types, a card called Xerneas was running all over the place. It did really, really well in tournaments. I was able to hit for some pretty big damage, and it wasn't a GX, it wasn't an EX, it wasn't anything like that. So it was only a 1 prize attacker, and it was a basic. So it definitely had its place in the meta. Sylveon VMAX being a 3 prize attacker could be a little difficult, but we'll see. I mean, it definitely has potential. Same thing with Zoroark down the line. The ability Illusion Transformation. Search your discard pile for a Stage 1 evolution card. Discard this Pokemon and all cards attached to it. Then put the new Pokemon in this one's position. This gives you a different additional outlets when it comes to attackers. So that way you could, when you put your Zorua down, it could become something else, which is really, really cool. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Zoroark, which helps you out in that prize trade ability. Which is nice. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of cards that I'm overly excited about. I do think that there is some VMAX cards that are kind of situational, but I don't want to get too much into that because I know there's not a whole lot of competitive play going on right now as things open up. Hopefully, starting in January, February, we're going to start seeing regional events. Leagues are starting to open up back again. I'm really, really excited about that. So if you don't play competitively, definitely look at downloading the PTCGO client. Super fun. It's awesome. And go to an event. They're so fantastic. I do want to look over at the Eevee Heroes Secret Rares now. I just want to talk to you guys about these. These look so amazing. So I'm going to refresh it just to see if anything else is loaded up. Oh my goodness. Pretty much every evolution has an alternate art, which is absolutely insane. This set looks so disgusting. Even the full arts look really good, like this Flareon V here. This Espeon V full art alternate art looks absolutely disgusting. All the books that are all over the place. This is one of those like fan-made drawing cards. Looks so, so good. I'm a big, big fan of how this is laid out. I do think that these are going to be very difficult to pull. This is the Leafeon V alternate art here. Looks really, really sick how he's coming through all the leaves like that. This is new. I haven't seen this one yet, so this is, I'm just kind of looking at this all cradled up. That Vaporeon V looks absolutely amazing. So cute. I love how it looks. Glaceon V was originally the card that I got most excited about because you just see Glaceon kind of sitting there alone on a park bench in the snow. It's just like perfect and quaint, and everything about it is so great. And it looks like you've got a little Poke-Kid here in the back. I just love how it looks. But this card right here is the card that just, oh my goodness, makes me so excited. This Umbreon V alternate art looks absolutely phenomenal. You can see here with the pincer here in my Discord group. I'll leave a Discord link down below. If you're not a member of our Discord, definitely come on by. We were talking about these leaks before, trying to figure out what card what Pokemon Umbreon V was all looking down on. We could definitely tell the pincer here. There was some confusion here about Grimmsnarl, if this was a Grimmsnarl or if this was a Morgrem. I could not figure out what this was right here in the middle. This looks like possibly a Sableye here, but just the artwork on it is so fantastic. I love it. Love the way that it looks. Even this Inteleon, the gold Inteleon looks, oh, just the way that it shines and it's so bright. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artwork. I'm very, very excited. That's what has me a little bit concerned about this set because the artwork is so great. It is going to be very, very collector driven, so I do worry a little bit, judging by how difficult it's been to even pre-order boxes from Japan. I'm a little worried about how it's going to be when it does release in English, whenever that is. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think if you're looking at the set release so far. If you haven't looked at it yet, definitely head on over to Pokebeach or PokeGuardian and check out these secret rares that have released already. So, so sick. I love them so much. Oh my goodness, this Umbreon V looks so fantastic. Oh, it just makes me smile. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope everything that I covered made sense. if you have any questions, comments, please make sure to leave them down below. Leave a like for the algorithm, leave a comment for the algorithm. You guys are awesome. Seriously, like, all the support you guys have given me lately is so fantastic. You guys mean the world to me, so make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I really, really appreciate it if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Guys, thank you so much. Until next time, peace.